Yee-hoy, minoi! Ladies
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tube podcast, which we called Tales from the Basement for a while, but now, due to legal reasons, we may actually have to change that name. So,
because I googled it, and apparently a lot of other people have that name.
we're in a bit of a
lot.
transitional
I
period.
thought you said it was just
now.
one. It's a
No,
lot.
there's
of
like an actual YouTube channel called Tales from the Basement.
So
Oh,
for now,
yeah.
just call us the Tube podcast while we are in this intermission of
Totally tubular.
podcasting.
Well,
so we're
it's
back.
not an intermission anymore because we are returning.
We have returned. We returned from the winter break.
Which was
I'm
a
sure
while
we've
ago.
got. Yeah, I'm sure we've got a lot of stories to tell. It was like a good old month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? We were going to do it last week, but then someone locked the supply closet.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't
It wasn't
us.
mysterious
It was a mysterious
you weren't,
figure.
calling anybody out there. You were just saying that somebody.
Yeah,
It was
like, we
actually just a
don't
mysterious
know.
We
someone.
actually don't know.
emphasis on the word somebody, which made it sound like
Somebody.
We just
somebody.
no, we
Somebody.
really don't know.
We
But
actually
we
don't know.
literally don't know.
Somebody.
So
But it was
yeah,
somebody.
it is February 2018.
Which is
Uh,
wild, right?
Yeah, it's February 7th, and right, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Only one more week until, you
Mardi
know,
Gras or Ash Wednesday, technically.
Oh
but
no.
Whatever.
I was talking about
Close
Valentine's
enough
Day.
to Mardi Gras.
Yeah. Valentine's Day 2 is coming up.
Yeah.
And Valentine's.
Valentine's
right.
Day.
Duh, of course. Yeah, Valentine's is a week from now.
I've decided that this year I'm going to buy a whole bunch of Hershey's Kisses and just hand them out to people. Be like, have a kiss.
That is
That's
really nice.
Actually,
Right?
that's
It's
actually
nicer than
sweet.
anything I do or did
Oh.
or have done.
All I ever do
Or
on
will do.
Valentine's Day is wait till the day after Valentine's Day so I can go to CVS at the corner and buy myself a box of chocolates. But, you know,
They
it's
have.
that single life.
I feel like the day after holidays, they have this really, really reduced price candy.
They do because they want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
They really
so
do.
for the next one, for the next holiday.
Because it's all Valentine's themed, so now they don't want it anymore. 'cause
Yeah, I'm gonna
Valentine's
eat
is
people's
they
over.
do it on
hearts. Let's go.
Halloween, They do it on Valentine's
no,
Day, and then they
that's-
do it on
no.
Easter.
It's a big no-no.
That's a no.
Oh.
We don't eat people.
So
Right.
what did you guys? Well, actually, first off, let's introduce ourselves again,
Oh,
just so we
yeah,
know
sorry.
who's talking.
Whoops.
You go first.
I'm Zack.
I'm Hennigan, which is probably the first time you're hearing my voice like officially on a microphone. But yeah.
Keira.
Ba-na-na, ba-na-na-na.
You stole my show. I hate you.
That was Zelda.
I don't know what that. Why?
You don't know who Zelda?
Yes, I know who Zelda is.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm sorry. What's your name?
I just said my name was Keira, but you ruined it.
Hey, Keira.
I hate you, Jake.
Oh. Hi, my name's Jake. Some people call me Bake. Last year, they all called me Shake and Bake. I go by
Why?
many names.
Why was
That
it
is
called
cool.
Shake and Bake?
Shake and Bake? So,
Pretty solid.
right, it's a pretty solid nickname. So, for
Solid,
one,
solid.
there's like a rice
It's like a
called
six
Shake
out of
and
10.
Bake, and people were like, you know, you're really white, so we're gonna name you after a rice. I actually don't know where it came from. Do you know that? What's that one movie with Will Ferrell and the other guy, and they're racers?
Talladega
Oh,
Nights.
yeah.
Talladega Nights, and they
Talladega
totally do. They actually say Shake and Bake in the movie.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's
I
their
tried to
thing.
make,
That's my uncle's favorite movie.
Oh my
I
God!
tried to make Kit Kat a thing when I was in middle school. I tried to get my friends to call me Kit Kat. It didn't work. But now I'm DJ Kit Kat, so I get my revenge.
I'm DJ Easy Bake,
Really?
right? How awesome is that? DJ Kit Kat is also great, but I
It's not,
love
it's not as good as Easy Bake.
DJ Easy Bake.
Did
Making
you ever get to actually introduce yourself?
shitty cookies.
Yeah, I did twice.
I didn't even hear.
My name's Keira for a third time, but you know, it's okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
You just lost your hat, didn't you?
So how was everybody's breaks?
This is a mess.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. I had a really interesting break.
Really chill.
Really, yeah, it was really. I had good food, good family, good friends. That's what I
all
can
you
say
need.
about break.
All you
What?
need.
New Year's resolutions, go.
Nope.
None.
Oh,
All
I have
right.
one.
What's up?
Well, mine's just get out of my comfort zone more. But the reason I did it is because last year I had one and I went through with it, which was work out more.
That's-
And I went through with it, so I said, I could do this again. Why the hell not?
You're
for
like
you.
a statistical improbability. Like the
I know.
great majority of people who make New Year's resolutions just don't do it.
What can I say? I guess I'm just
You're just
better
that
than
cool.
everyone else.
Yeah, you are. You're the
Yeah.
perfect human being.
perfect.
I
This is
wanted
peak
to
performance.
get less lazy, but ironically this year I have been more lazy than I have ever been in my entire life.
I feel that.
So we're gonna work on that.
Yep.
I've still got 11 more months.
Heyo.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Make the best of it.
Hey,
Until
Ashley.
what? Like your imminent death? What's happening in 11 months?
I mean, you know, I've
The
got
apocalypse.
You're right
The
though.
rapture.
You're right though.
The
It should never
rapture.
just end.
Right? Just keep
That's fair enough.
just keep going, please.
Did you have any Keira?
What?
Resolutions, New Year's resolutions.
If I did, they were broken the first day.
Wow.
Right.
Nice.
Like every single
Alright.
year that I make resolutions, I just never end up making them. So I'm just kind of sticking with goals that I've had over the course of the year, which
Good.
is to do better in my life, not fail so much, not be a huge failure.
Okay, can you stop being so sad?
I'm sorry.
You're making
no,
me
actually
sad.
though, like I have a goal of making an animation because I'm in drawing and I've always wanted to make an animation and I'm still super in love with the show Steven Universe.
That's fair.
Ah,
That's
gay
fair.
space rocks.
Oh,
I
you
love
right.
them.
You got me there, friend.
Got you there.
You got me
I want
there.
I want to do more. I didn't really do much last
Do more.
semester.
Then go. Then just go and do stuff.
See ya.
Just go run around.
I
and
feel
make
you.
things
I
happen.
want to try to do animations too, but mainly I want to try to do comics because like
Oh yeah.
I'm like kind of going back to like my childhood dream of making comics
Ooh.
because I
used to
got
write comics when I was
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
no,
too.
That was a lot of
exactly.
fun.
Yeah, like being like a kindergartner and first grader, I would like literally make little books where like I take paper and I staple them together and I draw
Yeah.
stuff and it's like Skippy the Frog and
Do you ever do it with Post-it notes?
no, not really.
Oh my
no.
god! If you
No,
have a
I do it
stack
with,
of Post-it
printer
notes,
paper.
printer paper also works.
Yeah.
If you have a stack of Post-it notes, you can make your own. What are those called? Like flip books.
Yeah.
You can make a
move.
move. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Classic.
No.
Classic.
That's actually kind of my my little tangible goal of this year. That was hard to say. Tangible goal of this year is to make a comic and sell it at MechaCon this summer.
Heyo.
That's my goal.
What is that con?
MechaCon
Yes.
is an anime convention.
Oh, that sounds like
In July.
Mechatron.
But
That
yeah,
that really
that's,
sounds like Decepticons roll out.
It's that's my nerd coming out on this podcast.
That's all right. I just finished Sword Art Online, which was actually pretty solid.
It's interesting. I'm a nerd in a lot of ways, but I anime just
You
doesn't
can't do
it for me.
animu.
Yeah.
Anime
But I
was
nerd
like
out over weird things. Like I nerd out over like NBA basketball.
that's
But like
fair.
I'm totally like insanely in depth. Like I do like the math of it. Like,
Oh,
that's what I
wow.
like.
Wow. I'm a big Nintendo fanboy.
I'm a huge Nintendo fanboy.
That's probably my nerd comes out most when it comes to video games.
Has
Yeah.
anybody here watched Naruto?
No.
No.
Sorry, it was supposed to be a joke. What about Cowboy Bebop?
No.
I watched the first episode. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
See the Space Cowboy, as Ashley is pointing
Yep.
to her laptop.
Good stuff.
And also the Evangelion sticker right above it. Evangelion, however.
Hey, anime.
But yeah. Actually, yeah, that's actually an interesting thing. What was your weird middle school nerdy phase? Like, what did you?
Oh,
go
that's a
through in
great
middle
question.
People
What if I
used to beat
never
me
left
up.
it?
Probably
school?
middle school. Probably a lot of video games.
That's fair.
Just a
What,
lot,
like,
like
which
a-
ones though?
I mean, my favorite game was always Super Smash Brothers.
Who
Hey.
doesn't love that one? Melee?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
It's so hard. It goes
It's-
so
it's
fast.
good.
There's no zooms.
It's
Mine-
perfect. It's the most perfectly competitive game.
It's
ever
actually like
created.
amazingly done. Thank
I
you,
had, like,
Miyamoto.
A major weirdo
Reggie.
phase, which is so surprising.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I was really
Wow.
embarrassing. I was the kind of kid
Oh,
who like
worm.
gave myself a Japanese name and ran around and was like, "Oh, it's so kawaii."
Actually, though,
Relatable.
can we hear your Japanese name, please?
I was Baka Neko-chan.
Oh man.
Oh man!
Somehow worse than I thought it would have been. Somehow.
Oh my God!
Ashley has
We
to
have someone
leave the
leaving the
room.
room.
Goodbye.
Our manager
If
just
I could,
left.
if I
She just,
could, I
just
would.
dipped.
Oh,
Right.
sorry. We just
Wow.
major-
Where did that come from?
It was just because Baka
Nonsense.
Neko-chan means
Don't say it again.
it just means stupid cat.
Does it really?
That
Yeah.
makes- that
And my
makes
name
it
is
work.
Cat, so I was like, ah ha ha ha, Neko, ha ha ha. So that means stupid cat. And the Chan
Well,
is just sort of like a childish, like, friendly kind of honorific.
Do you no longer refer to yourself as that?
Yeah, it's been a few
Then we're good.
years. It's
We're
been a
good.
few
Then
years.
we're okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're doing
Grown out of that phase.
We're doing okay.
Did you have like ears? Did you have like hats with ears on them? Please tell me no.
Does anybody else want to go?
I mean, she has a hat with ears right
This
now.
is
That's
this
true.
is actually my first hat
That's
with
the
ears
joke.
that I've
Oh,
ever worn,
wow.
so that's
Amazing.
We're making
And
history.
you know what? To be
Looks
fair, they're
fantastic.
subtle. They're not like
They
overt
are subtle
ears.
ears.
They're very
No,
subtle
they're not
ears.
like those headphones with the ears. You know.
Those
You
are
don't
just
look like a
weird.
furry.
Yeah. I don't-
Yeah.
We're
I
not
never
gonna
had
go
a furry
there.
phase. That much I can say.
That's good.
Okay.
Please tell me that no one in this room had a furry face.
Nope. Anyway, back
Alright.
to
I still
middle
do.
school. We're gonna get away from
I-
this subject.
Blocked out all my years in middle school. I have no idea what happened.
Actually,
Really?
I really don't want to think about those years in my life.
I had
Yeah, that's.
Honestly,
I mean, like
I get
totally.
I had a really interesting middle school experience.
was
So
gone.
6th grade, I became friends with one of the really old science teachers,
Okay.
and so I would come into school early about 6 a.m. and he would unlock his room and let me play with whatever in the room,
That's
which
not safe.
included
I don't like
the Tesla coils and also ingredients to make gunpowder.
No.
So,
Oh no.
we actually like made our own rocket fuel, which was amazing. It was me and my like little middle school friends, all of us laughing hysterically while we were probably getting on like the terrorism watch list. It was
Same.
great. It was a really fun time. And then 7th grade, people started to throw pennies at me,
That sucks.
which was not so great.
Why?
But I got because I have a large nose and curly hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it was okay. I made like a solid like $10 over the course of the year.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
It was
the
$10,
best of a bad situation.
right? Like
Really bad, really immature situation.
really, people are really awful in middle school. But I met my closest friends in middle school.
You know, same here. Like middle
met a lot
school
of them.
was like the worst years of my life,
Relatable.
and yet my best friends ever were the ones that I met in middle school.
It's
really
weird, right?
interesting,
It kind of weeds out the worst of the worst.
They were kind of my what's the word? Lifelines. Lifelines.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't have survived.
Oh man, I'm just really glad that I made friends.
Right?
Huh.
Glad you're in college.
Yeah.
Doing college things.
I'm actually really glad I'm in college.
Yeah, so am I.
I moved 1,300
This
miles
semester's
away.
actually been pretty good so far.
Very
Yeah, how's
fun.
the semester
treating
going
me
for
well. It's
A
everybody?
been
lot better
treating
than
me
last
solid.
semester.
That's good.
Who rated that?
Doing work. I'm trying to do work every day. I'm trying to yada yada yada.
I don't go to school anymore.
Wow.
Wow.
You're so cool.
No, I feel so lame because I'm here all the time and I don't even go here anymore.
Same.
One of my
Doesn't even
coworkers
go
the other
here.
day drove up and was like, "You go here?" And I was like, "No."
Not
I was like,
anymore.
"Then why are you here?" I'm like,
Because everyone I love is here.
Oh.
Exactly, that's the thing. All my friends are
You
here.
have a job. I mean, you have a job, so whatever. Why not?
I got, what is it, like 3 jobs or something?
Wow.
Okay.
Well, they're not like full-time jobs.
Wow. Oh, worm.
Keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I used to be terrified. We had this thing in English, in my English class in senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Our English professor, I call him a professor. College does
Yeah,
that
I
to
know.
you. My
It
English
kills you.
teacher asked us all what ages we were most afraid of, and everyone was like in the 80s to 100s range, like being
Why? That
terrified of being
sounds like
old.
amazing.
I would
afraid of,
love to
like-
be like a
Are you
crazy
kidding?
awesome grandpa.
Doing nothing.
Or
It's
to
like
be
for
dead,
one, the
so
government
bad.
pays you to do nothing. For 2,
And you get to say whatever you
you
want.
get to say whatever you
that
want.
sounds incredible. You kidding? I want to be.
Of
old.
course, with exceptions. You can't be a terrible person.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna be the best grandpa ever. I know that. But for 2, I'm getting a call. Who's calling me in the middle of the podcast? My mom's calling me. Oh, I was supposed to. I'm signing a lease because I'm living in a house next year. Hold on one sec. We're gonna get this live.
Oh boy.
Hey, Mom. I'm actually in the middle of recording the podcast still, so I'll call you back in a second.
I'm with Dad, so we'll be home in about a few minutes, okay?
Okay. I love you a lot. Bye.
Bye.
That's so funny.
See ya.
Yeah, we're definitely
Even
keeping
I
them.
heard
I
that.
love my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But I'm terrified of the early 20s.
yeah.
That's what I'm terrified of.
No, it's a scary time. I'm about to be 23, and it's like, ooh,
I'm
there
kind of
goes my
excited to
youth.
see whatever the fuck happens.
Yeah,
though.
it's a crazy,
I don't
scary
know.
unknown.
The more I'm realizing it, the more I'm realizing that everything that I've fallen into, that I'm like dedicated to or whatever, has just been by accident. The reason I'm in my major is an accident.
Really?
I
The
mean-
reason,
How'd that come to be?
technically, I found a class in the major, and they were like, all right, if you want to take the next class in this, then you have to declare the major, even though you don't have
Yeah,
to.
I need
so
to
I was
do
like,
that.
okay, whatever, I'll do it. But no,
There you
Well,
go.
it's kind of the
There you
nice
go.
Look at where I
and
am.
scary thing about life is that it's like purposely like you can't like choose what's gonna happen.
No,
like it
you
just
can't.
happens. And I know this is getting deep, but
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't
you know,
matter.
Topic.
It's a good topic. Like
no,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's like kind of nice that you don't know what's gonna happen because it makes life exciting.
Yeah,
but
the
also it's
unexpected
like,
is exciting, but you also have to.
what's gonna come
I
then?
feel like the unexpected is something that works well in moderation.
Yeah.
So 'cause
You can
just
you
don't-
only have so much unknown before
Yeah,
you
no,
have an
I-
existential crisis.
Yeah,
Fair.
exactly. I try to know
I've
what
had
my
too many
day is
at
going
my
to look
age.
like in the morning.
I'm too young for an existential crisis. I've already had many.
Speaking of lives that got. This is a terrible segue.
It's
Talk
alright.
about the Grammys.
Grammys.
I was trying to segue the whole like people choosing their lives and they chose to have music. And,
Wait, oh,
and
Grammys is
art.
music.
I saw
I don't know what.
I saw a couple
I
of
don't
the
remember what it
performances. I
was.
didn't watch the Grammys themselves.
I didn't
live,
watch it, but
But I saw Kendrick Lamar was really good.
that's good.
I
saw
love
Bruno
Kendrick
Mars was
Lamar.
Really good. I saw.
I still have my voodoo wristband on because I was 20
Kendrick
feet
Lamar's
away
pretty
from
sick.
Kendrick Lamar. And
Okay, that's not healthy.
it's still fine for the most part. The color's fading a little bit. Also, it's weirdly sticky.
Yeah, that's not. There
What? Are
could
you-
be so many bacteria on
Yeah,
there.
it's. Well, they're all not killing me yet,
That's good.
right?
I mean, that's progress.
All right, I think so. But yeah, it was okay. I don't know if I've told this story before, but it was my first music festival
Mhm.
that I'd ever been to in my entire life, which I'm really sad to say because I love music. But I went there with my roommate Alex, who's amazing. Shout out. And we got up to the front of the area that Kendrick was going to play like an hour and a half in advance. And we were sitting there and talking to a whole bunch of people around us, made a whole bunch of new friends. People are surprisingly friendly at music festivals. I thought that people would just like keep to themselves or their friend groups, but everyone's just talking to each other and having a really nice time. And then Kendrick comes on stage, Kung Fu Kenny, and we're all bouncing next to each other. And one of his songs, there's always those songs in concerts or festivals where everyone holds up a light or a lighter or
Yeah.
like a flashlight or something. And I look back and there was just a sea of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And it was like it was a magical experience.
Dude, that's what I love about concerts. Like, I can't get it. It's weird because I'm an introverted person. So when I go out, I'm kind of like exhausted of all my energy. But when I go to a concert, I'm actually super hyped up. And
Yeah.
I'm like just pumped up. And like, you're in this whole.
You're in the zone.
You're in a zone with
Auto
all
zone.
these other people. With all these other people who enjoy the same thing you do.
I really
And
hate
it's
you
just,
sometimes.
Like, you just feed
I
off of
haven't
it.
spoken in like 2 minutes.
I
And
know.
That's the one thing.
What do you do? Are you browsing Tumblr?
No, I'm browsing my gallery.
Oh, I don't know if that's worse.
It's worse.
Okay, it's worse.
Your gallery, like, on DeviantArt? Oh, wait, like on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, great. Now I just
What
called
are what are
myself
yeah? What are
out.
some embarrassing old accounts that everyone's still?
DeviantArt.
You still have a Deviant account?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't go on it,
That's probably a good thing.
but I still have it.
I was clearing a lot of my passwords and I saw so much stuff. I saw like accounts for colleges that like I didn't even apply to,
Heyo.
and like just random stuff. And yeah, I was just like, why do I have all these passwords saved onto Google?
I still have a Newgrounds account.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Me
like kind of
too.
vintage. That's like kind of dope.
That
I'd be proud
I
of that.
appreciate Newgrounds.
That's like history, whereas DeviantArt is embarrassing.
And still going on.
And still going on.
Hey, I will raise you above that. I had a fanfiction account. Fanfiction.net.
Oh.
I still
That's
do.
a website?
It is.
Yeah,
Which,
fanfiction.
wait,
actual
which
thing,
one?
yeah.
There's fanfiction.net and there's also AO3.
Oh my god.
What's
Sonic
Sonic OCs.
Xander has just put up a writing of Sonic OCs on his phone, so I suppose we're saying if we had any, and I actually will say I did.
Wait, hold on. Sonic's real name isn't Sonic.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I
wait.
heard about
Wait,
this.
our manager
Tails
has brought up
Oh.
Homestuck.
Homestuck.
The worst of
Ashley
them
is
all.
held up
Hold on.
with this.
The worst of them all. Homestuck.
What is that?
What's Sonic's
Did you
real
have a
name?
fan troll? No.
Oh,
All right.
good.
Well,
I'm not on y'all's level.
I had
Sonic-
a.
No.
I'm not on your playing field.
Yeah, you're safe.
But AO3
I
is
had
better
a
than
lemur.
fanfiction.net.
He was a lemur.
You had a
and,
lemur?
No, like the lemur was my Sonic OC.
Oh,
I don't like
ow.
that face. He was good.
Lemurs are cool.
I can't remember his name,
I
but
can't
he was
afford a
cool.
lemur.
None of us can afford
It was-
anything.
You're
You're
right.
right.
Seventh grade.
I had.
Oh.
What about Neopets? Anyone have Neopets?
No.
That I did have.
actually
What about
did.
Webkins?
That I
I
had too.
had a-
Webkins was the best.
Club Penguin.
Yes,
Webkins
that
was
I
the
had.
shit.
That
You
I
know,
had.
actually,
Better.
Webkins I did.
I never went on Club Penguin ever in my
Well,
life.
the business model of Webkins
Yeah,
is just
phenomenal.
They did amazing. And
sell the toys and then
they were so
connect to the internet.
soft too.
Capitalism
And
is
their
fun.
toys
Yes,
were
Yeah,
Oh my
great.
God.
legitimately. Oh,
And
brilliant.
I love the
I wish I
stuffed
could come up with an
animals.
idea
They
that
were so
genius.
Can I just butt in for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Sonic the Hedgehog's real name is Ogilvy Maurice the Hedgehog.
I don't like that.
That makes
His
me
name is
uncomfortable.
Ogilvy. Ogilvie. Maurice.
I missed the first Sonic Adventure game. That game was so bad, but
Sonic Adventure 2 Battles is the best
game was-
game.
Can you talk about
That
Sonic
game-
06
both of
is
those
the
games are so bad, but they're so much
Children.
fun.
I
They have charm to them. I feel like something can be bad, but if it has charm, it can be totally watchable.
Okay,
and
but-
playable.
there's a
And I
lot of
get what
charm
you're
from
saying.
retro things.
I get
You know
what
what I'm
you're saying.
saying?
But Sonic Adventure 2 Battles not
Oh my god, guys.
It's bad.
What about let's talk about retro stuff. Like 8-bit music. There's a
A
place
floppy disk.
floppy disk. There's a place near us
Remember floppy disks?
called
I found a floppy disk, but I can't find where to play it, and I'm very upset.
In a floppy disk.
I
player.
don't
in a
know
floppy
where
disk
it
player.
is. I don't know how. Like I can't.
Get a floppy disk player.
VHS.
Where are
well,
they?
VHS.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Find
wait,
one.
actually, I want to know if you guys remember VHS rewinders.
Oh my God.
Obviously,
I just used
yes.
the pencil.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
The case,
just used the back of my
the
pencil.
case thing that you put it into.
Oh, that cartoon. My dad's the rock star. The Gene
Dwayne the
Simmons.
Rock?
No. My dad's the
Gene
rock
S-
star. No, Gene Simmons. It was like the guy from Kiss. He
Yeah.
like produced this cartoon. and
Actually?
no one remembers it.
I don't.
Nobody likes Gene
I love-
Simmons. He's
well-
like known for being like an asshole.
Well, it was like a.
He's got a very
2003
interesting haircut.
I mean, not commercial.
He has a
cartoon.
very interesting
apparently,
life
okay, from what I
choices.
know about Kiss, I hear that they are one of the
Not
most
good
hard-
kissers.
They're
Nothing.
I hear
Sorry.
they're like, you can like their music or you can't, or you don't.
That's true.
But, like they worked very hard. They were like one of the hardest working.
They
bands
did.
in their time.
Got some really dank makeup artists too.
Yeah, seriously. God,
Makeup-
that must have been a bitch to put on for every show.
I can't imagine. Makeup and nails are two things that I've gained a huge appreciation for because my cousins used to do that on me. Like it's
Yeah,
an art.
Hard.
It is an art.
It's
I
an
just
art.
don't want it on me.
It's
I used to
I'm
have-
not a I don't want to be a canvas.
You don't want to be slathered in paint. Is
I
that
don't
is
like
that not
wearing-
attractive
I
to
don't
you?
like wearing body paint. or anything
Slathered.
Like that.
What are you writing now?
Hello, that.
That Grammy. That.
Oh, we didn't really talk about.
Oh
this.
yeah, that's all right.
She
Reward
brought it up,
shows.
We
she didn't
skipped
even
the
watch it.
Grammys.
I
'cause
know I didn't.
None of
watch
us
You didn't
watched the
watch it?
Grammys.
Yeah, I didn't
Well,
watch
I
it.
was
No,
like-
none of us watch it. That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's why
Yeah.
I
It's
skipped it.
funny.
Yeah,
No,
you
get
brought
your
it up.
stuff together,
You
sound
didn't
dude.
watch it.
Yeah,
I was
sound
like, oh, you
bro.
I was hoping
Sound
one of
my
y'all
friends.
watched
No, I
it.
didn't watch it.
Oh my gosh.
What about those Granny Smith apples though?
Oh no, those are
Good.
the worst.
What are you talking about? They're the worst.
Gala apples are
What?
the best.
I love them.
Gala apples are not the best.
Get out.
They're not the
Get
best.
out.
They're in the top 5, but they're not the best.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
Want to hear a hot take?
Apples?
What?
You want to hear a hot take?
Do it.
Yes, I do.
Apples are overrated.
Okay, you're right.
Get out.
You're right though. You're right.
It
Why
depends.
is the apple the face of fruit?
Hey,
yeah. Okay, I agree with that.
because
Watermelon.
Hey,
There
Ashley,
are so many.
what's our
Watermelon.
swearing limit for this? What's
Why
our
is
swearing limit for
apple
this?
Huh?
Swearing limit. We're asking our manager.
Because apples are great. Fuck you.
I didn't swear.
no,
Four.
he was asking so he could.
Like how many
say it.
f-bombs am I allowed to
Oh,
drop?
Okay. I don't think I
4.
sweared.
4
Did
for
I? By
podcast?
accident?
You did
well,
once.
apples are
Once,
great.
but not in the
What
apple
is the best
conversation.
No,
fruit then?
but-
Apples are great. Oh, I'm
Watermelon.
sorry.
What's
Watermelon.
the best fruit? Watermelon?
Watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon's probably up there.
Best fruit though. Watermelon's great.
Watermelon is
Watermelon's definitely
a,
great.
a competitor.
Definitely up there.
But
I
they're
like
How
tomatoes.
about bananas?
Tomatoes are
kind of
fruit.
good, but I would say
Overrated.
I wouldn't think they're on that tier though. I think they're like
Does anyone want bananas?
I can't live without tomato sauce. I love
Berries.
tomato sauce.
tomato sauce.
Any berries are
Berries.
the best fruit.
Strawberries?
Ripe
I
berries.
love strawberries.
Strawberries
When
are
berries
pretty
aren't
good.
ripe, but they're
Strawberries
too sour.
are definitely like up there. too.
Raspberries.
Y'all ever been to a
though.
fondue place?
No.
Like an actual legit fondue restaurant?
No.
It's so amazing. Okay,
Mm.
first of all, they bring you these little things and like you skewer them and then you cook them in like the fondue water. Then you like put them in the fondue liquid sauce thing and then you
That's
eat them
a
up.
lot of
But
effort for food.
then they bring out like a full size chocolate fondue machine. You get to dip a whole bunch of things in there.
No, that seems
One of the
absolutely
greatest
great.
experiences of my
That
life.
seems like a lot of work for my food.
Where
I
was
love
that
cho-
at?
Oh, You
That
know
was
what?
I had that in Colorado.
Food. I think food tastes better when you've done a little work. Actually.
Actually, I
I
agree
will
the
agree.
opposite. I
Why?
hate working for
Huh.
my food.
Oh,
I
I
hate
think that when you
just
put a little
ruins
effort
it.
into it.
I'm
It
with
just comes
Zach
out
on
better.
this.
It
I'm
just
totally with
comes
Zach
out
on
I
better.
this.
am totally fine with anyone cooking for me, but I won't cook. Then again, I also burn
That's just-
water, so
How on
No, but, like,
earth is
catching-
that possible?
because I don't know, but I burn something.
How do you burn water?
Because I put the pot on the stove, put the water in the pot, and then within 5 minutes there was smoke and fire.
Did you perchance take the label off of the bottom of the pot?
I don't know.
Okay, because a lot of pots nowadays come with
Okay,
this.
but this was like an old pot.
Okay.
I don't know where I
Oh,
went wrong.
I don't,
I also set the fire detector off by making ramen, so I'm not allowed
that's
in
really
the
impressive.
I'm not allowed in the kitchen.
At least you're not like one of those kids in Butler one year who like I didn't even live in Butler, but I heard about this and like some kid
I
put
was
their
there.
like shoe in the oven.
I was
Okay.
there.
Okay, I'm very angry because Butler has had 2 nights in a row of waking up at 2 a.m. because somebody fucked up.
Oh, with the
Hey,
fire alarm?
Yes,
Oh.
2 a.m.
By
2
the way,
a.m.
by the way, now we have 3 F-bombs
I'm
left.
sorry, I realized it as I was saying it.
doesn't even
We have
matter.
1 F-bomb.
We've won left.
All right, so
Um,
we've each used 1, and again, you get 1.
Oh, I'm good. I'm so fucking good.
Hey!
All right, that's our
Four.
limit.
That's-
We're
well
done.
done.
No more.
No more.
F-bombs.
I have some great Butler stories.
I have none.
There was an international gambling ring that was busted in Butler last year.
Impressive.
Yeah, they made
That's
some
amazing.
really good smelling food. Really good smelling food.
Hmm.
I keep peeking, don't I? I'm
Because it's
sorry.
way too close to your
Aaron is
face.
the best because you get to have your own kitchen.
Ah.
And
I
It's like a
concur.
castle.
My friends live in Aaron, and it's I wish I lived in Aaron.
Aaron is amazing. Speaking of castles,
Oh no.
White Castle.
I've never been there.
Neither have I.
Neither have I.
Um,
I just thought of mentioning.
If
think
you
any of us
if you
have.
go to France,
yes.
I
they
can't
will
afford
give
that.
you a castle for free, as long as you turn it into some kind of tourist attraction. Now, I would turn it into a tourist attraction by filling the entire dungeon with a ball pit, so that there would be like those traps where people step on something and then it would open up. There'd be like a slide to the dungeon,
Yeah,
but
your
instead of going to
dreams.
the dungeon,
Basically,
Or
you
like-
come
It would be
up
a
with
ball
the
pit.
greatest idea
Or like packing
that
Right?
I
peanuts.
never come up with.
Right?
I'm all in.
Thank you.
I will-
Packing peanuts
I will help
also.
you.
Enjoy
Packing
it.
peanuts?
And
Mm.
bubble wrap.
Ooh,
Oh,
Like-
bubble
mm.
bubble
Different
wrap on the
rooms.
ground.
Different
you can just like
rooms.
walk on bubble wrap.
And then I would like literally have the rest of the castle for my own, and I've always wanted a castle. So
Oh, so we've got about like 2.5 minutes left. I
Oh,
want to
shit.
really quickly, before we end this, I just want to ask everybody real quick in like 1 or 2 sentences, what are you looking forward to most this year? What's like something that's gonna happen that you are super excited for?
Don't start with me. You've been starting with me the whole time.
you
oh god.
Think on your
Oh,
feet. Think on your feet.
I don't know. I guess
Just just pick one thing.
I'm excited to be back. I didn't have a
Aw.
terribly great semester last semester,
Oh,
and
that's
I
sweet.
made a lot of mistakes. But I'm back, and I'm doing things differently, and I'm making new friends, and I'm having a dandy old time.
Yeah.
So I'm appreciative and grateful for that.
That's so sweet.
I'm looking forward to moving out of my parents' house when I get
Heyo.
back because I cannot live with them, my mom, anymore. I'm done. Reached my
You're,
limit.
you're 18, right?
Yeah.
You can legally do that.
I just need the money.
Ha! That's why you got a credit card. Hey,
That I'm slowly filling up with Fanta.
it's fine.
Cool. I actually kind of have a similar wish. I'm hoping to get not that I don't love my family, but hoping to get out of there, be on my own, be an adult like I should be by now, and all that.
Hey, no rush.
What about you?
Except for the band,
I
Rush.
guess,
Shut up.
anybody who talks about the band Rush is automatically on my good list.
Oh, thanks.
Automatically.
What if
don't
I
care
talk
who you
bad
are.
about it?
Oh, then you're on my bad list.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
just like
I gotta
it's,
get out.
Gonna get dead, kid.
Okay, my
Do it.
I just hopefully get an internship this summer. I think I
Hey.
will.
Yeah.
What
kind of
and just have a
internship?
good time.
What kind are you looking for?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Just
Gotta
any?
find out. Yeah, we'll find out.
The future is
Alrighty.
open to possibilities.
Indeed it is, and unfortunately that's about it for today.
I'm gonna put this microphone in my mouth.
No, stop it, Jimmy.
Let's do our final goodbyes, everybody. We love you. This is the two.
Anyone who
Podcasts.
listens, I
Adios.
gave my parents the link to this, so hey, mom and dad.
If
Hey.
you're listening or if you're not listening, have a good night.
Yeah, have a
good
lovely night.
and And a Merry Christmas to all.
You sure about that, friend?
Never mind. Happy holidays.
Merry
There we
Christmas.
go. You gotta be politically correct.
Merry
Thank you.
Chrysler.
Because
Merry Christmas.
I could be Jewish and you wouldn't even know.
I am Jewish, and you definitely know.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi
There we go.
Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
All right, we're done now.
Mic drop.
Mic it. Stop it. Stop me.